So I apologize for everyone on the Twitch community out there in the vertical side. I am here. So a Merry Christmas to everybody that is coming in from that side. I just turned the switch on for you guys. I certainly apologize for you Twitch guys and for all of my YouTube guys. So, because quick question, would you say it's worth getting from IPS to OLED? Now, that's a great question. Yes, it is worth getting OLED. Now, it depends on the size screen that you're thinking of getting. Also, resolution wise, if you're thinking of, say, if you're going from 1440 IPS or like a typical LCD monitor and you just switch over to a OLED device. What's up, Waffle Skater? I apologize. I forgot to hit the switch. I forgot to hit the switch on you guys on the Twitch side and on the vertical side. But I'm glad you made it. Turks. Yes, 100% worth getting OLED. You will see the color accuracy is 100% different. It's like night and day, especially when it comes to the pure blacks. The colors are just on point when it comes to it. So I am thankful that I completed my build in May of 2025. So I just picked up some SSDs, but I don't need any memory. But I am considering a new GPU card. I see. So what's the issue that made you feel like you need a new GPU card currently? Or what are you trying to do to your PC? I love my sister for getting me a compact headphone controller. Oh, that's pretty dope. You got to share what that looks like on Discord. So for everyone who doesn't have our Discord, feel free to put in the command Discord, the explanation point Discord, and that will share the Discord link, and you're more than welcome to join. So computer builders companies are telling you to get your own RAM. Yes, absolutely. So it is getting pretty nasty. Merry Christmas to everybody that's coming in. Thank you guys for all coming in. I do appreciate it. Obviously, we're looking at some beast power supplies right now by Yuan Jetsuo shop, and it's just to let you guys know, it's for mini TX, and it's also for a laptop compatible device. Is for laptops only, guys. Hate to break it to you guys. So I bought a Wi-Fi to add to my motherboard. It was 2.5 gigabits. It was $26 after tax. Oh, okay. So that's what you did in order for it to work. Unfortunately, that's been the case for some motherboards out there. They're just not too friendly when it comes to the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth portion. That's a picture I sent to the. Oh, really? Yeah, we could definitely. Well, I'll definitely take a look at that. I'll share it with you guys on the members chat. It looks like. Where's it at? Yeah, there it is. You know what's funny? I thought that was that is pretty dope though. I'll share it with you guys. It looks just like this. I gotta just switch it over on the Discord side so you guys can check it out. And it looks just like that. That's pretty dope though. That was nice. That was really nice of your sister to give you that. Beer in hand with your nice controller here. That's one way to spend Christmas. Now, my local Micro Center had it for like 7 Zotacs for 5090s at MSRP. Going by, oh, really? That's insane. Really? They all sold out just like that? That is pretty crazy. It seems like the 5090s and the 5080s have been selling like crazy. Like when it's come to Micro Center. Yeah, thanks. I hope they will fix it. I was checking if it was Wi-Fi, if it's working. Is there anything else I can make my games run more smoothly? Feel free to share all your specifications. That way we can have a good indication. You use an old monitor, so it doesn't have FreeSync or G-Sync. If that's the case, what type of monitor are you using, by the way? I'm just curious. So let's go back to Micro Center, guys, see what they got going on. Now, for anyone that is looking for RAM or building a PC, my highest suggestion for anyone out there that is thinking of building a PC, just go for Micro Center's AMD bundles or their Intel bundles, and you can get a much better deal on RAM. Because take a look at this. You could get, now this is a single modular stick. You don't want that. You want to get something more like at least the 7700X or the 9700X. You might as well not go 9700X because at least you'll be a bit more up to date. It's only 30 bucks more to get the 9700X, and you get 10 to 15% better IPC if you choose to go that route. So to be fair, when the next cheapest 5090 was 2500, I'm not surprised they sold out that fast. Merry Christmas, Rediker. Redtech Ever. Have they said how long the bundles with RAM will be here for? I think they're going to keep it as long as possible, because whatever motherboards that they do end up selling, here it is. I just realized the whole motherboard upgrades, guys. If you don't like this motherboard, the 9700X gives you like this gigabyte motherboard. If you look over to your right, you can see that they give you the Aorus Elite X8X Ice for just for 20 bucks more. So you could get a bit of an upgrade if you choose to go that route. Same thing when it comes to Asus. You don't have to go with the B650E. If you go for a little bit more, they give you the X870E. Like 100 bucks more, you get the X870E, which is the full out, blown out AM5 platform you can take advantage of. So I'm watching you on my LG C2 OLED TV. Awesome. The way they got rid of Copilot. I know, that was quick, right, guys? Like, that was something that did not last. You know what's funny? I got to tell you guys about this email I got. So from CES 2026, typically they'll send all the people that are going to the CES event. They'll send them a list of emails of invites of going to different tables or different whatevers. So they sent this one email where there's a lot of AI email. Let me just throw that out there first. There's a lot of AI emails out there that we end up getting. And one of them was about going to a table where it's, instead of using actors or actresses for your movies, they said, why pay actors or actresses a high amount of money when you can use AI to generate an actor and actress, and you don't have to practically feed them. You don't have to pay salary. You don't have to pay any type of travel or anything for them. You just use AI to take care of your full out script. So I just thought that was pretty funny, like how they're trying to entice like producers in order to get something like this. So Dangerously Weebly, good to see you. I love the price of those kits, but I was warned that to avoid the G-Skill Flare kits because they have high RMA rate. Really? Corsair's been a bit sketchy in the recent days, like with sending in their kits. Waffle Skater says, yeah, but if you're looking at the 9700X at 530, you might as well go to 7800X 3D at 580. You're spending way too much, and as well get the 9800X 3D for $100 more. True. And nope, not allowed. You got to stay. I apologize. I gotta sleep. I don't want to sleep through the whole 20. They're gonna be like, your family's gonna be like, what's wrong with you? They're gonna have some sort of intervention for a xenomorph. They're gonna think you're an alcoholic. But especially that your sister gave you that whole new kit. So I don't even know. I'm waiting for the new WOLEDs that are supposed to be here. And the old LG ultra wide 60 hertz monitor currently. I know 60 frames per second is pretty terrible. I'm talking about stutter. Yeah, so to get rid of the whole stutters, it's really hard to get rid of it when it's 60 hertz monitor. Obviously, you're very limited, but you want to set your frame limit to at least 60 frames. At least lock it at that frame rate. That's the best way to prevent any type of jittering or any type of weird splitting or ghosting, or when you are gaming on a 60 frames, on a 60 hertz monitor. So unfortunately, there's so much you can do with it until you can really upgrade to a newer monitor. But I can say at least monitors, they do have some decent deals out there for everybody if you are looking for one. So, I don't even know. I'm waiting for a new WOLED monitor. It won't be available. So I'm old LG ultra wide 1080p 60 hertz. Yes. There's the new LG one I gotta show you guys. It's on Tech Power Up. I saw it, in fact. Let's see, guys. And everybody that's coming in, Merry Christmas to you guys. Hopefully you are enjoying this stream. If you are, don't forget to give this a thumbs up so far. There's a LG monitor I want to share with you guys. It's pretty dope. Waffle Skater says, but for real, yes, get some sleep. Do we really call looking at prices and putting their foot down on these ridiculous? I know, it's not stabilizing. I don't know who said that the prices are stabilizing. It's not even close. In fact, I can tell you that the pricing has gone up. Like, it's gone up another 20 bucks. at least on the RAM's community. For the SSDs, it easily went up another $25, unfortunately. The CPUs in the computers cost $183. That's insane. Here goes one of the monitors here. This is who somebody was talking about actually earlier. So make sure you take a look at that, guys. Waffle Skater is right on. So is OLED's the way to go? Absolutely. The thing now, the cons, this is the one main con, and everybody certainly worries about, and rightfully so, is going to be when it comes to what is it called? Now it's slipping my mind, but you don't want it to burn in. That's what I was trying to catch on. You don't want the monitor to end up burning in. If you keep a long photo or video still on an OLED monitor, it can burn into the device. But luckily now it's gotten to the point where we're into the 4th generation. It doesn't happen as much because we do have things like we do have pixel shifting and we do have pixel cleaning, and there's also heat sinks that also comes with the OLED devices now to prevent it from overheating. Believe it or not, it's not gaming or anything like that that actually burns into a monitor. It's more so the ones that end up using it more for production usage, or also using it for something like Photoshop, where it's the same picture it's been holding up for the, like, say you've been working on a photo for like an hour and a half. That's what really puts more wear on the monitor, especially on an OLED monitor, and plus you have HDR on. So that is what ends up damaging the monitor more, or has more of a chance to. But of course now, especially in the new whole generation, when it comes to the 4th generation OLEDs, it's not going to be as common. Thankfully, we have all the extra precautions to prevent burn-in from happening. So seeing upgrade RAM to 64 gigabytes just for $400 more. Yeah, I know, it's disgusting. It is. It's just terrible. Rainbow Coffee, what's up? It's good to see you. I just came in now. I just have a question for you. I'm deciding to go with a 4K OLED monitor. What are the benefits and what are the things to look for that are not good? So since you decided to go 4K OLED, I can certainly say what you want to really look for is the type of technology that they do use. Now you want to look at the type of panel that they use. When it comes to their OLED side, you want to look for something like, you want to make sure that they use what's called like really A grade panels. Usually like companies like LG and companies like ASUS certainly take advantage of that. And that's something you really want to look for. Believe it or not, there's a lot of other companies out there that don't use such great panels such as they do. So you want to make sure to take a deeper look on that side. Also, you want to look for the color spectrum. You want to see how far that they actually reach. Now, a lot of OLED devices should be able to reach the full 100%. They're going to be low latency. You also want to make sure that they do implement the technology, such as you do want them to implement the technology as pixel refreshing or pixel movement to prevent any type of burn in. And also, there is one more I was going to say too. And also you want to, depending on where you're located, where you have your PC, if you really care about crisp OLED, you want to go more of a glossy display instead of more of a matte display, because that's another thing to look for. You'll see that some of them are going to be either matte, semi-glossy, or glossy. Glossy is going to be the topmost for the top clarity, and then when it goes to matte, it's not going to be as clear, but it does give it give less glare if you have your monitor facing something like a window. So that certainly, hopefully that will help you out. You're right. I had my LG C2 for 3 years, no burn-in. Absolutely. It's again, it's like, it doesn't really happen as often. Not people kind of over exaggerate the issue. I feel like burn-in actually happens less than those who actually have the problem when it comes to burning the 12-volt high power port that they have when it comes to their GPU. So I already using all that anti-lag, etc. for AMD. I have always 60 frames per second capped in games. It's still bad. Is there anything else that I can do? Oh, also, I just realized that too. For all my people over on Give me a second, guys. I just realized something. There we go. Oh, man. Man, I am really off the ball today. So, it must be that Christmas spirit. You so let's see. No problem. I'm glad I could help. Only OLED I bought was the one of the 32-inch LG dual modes that was open box excellent at Best Buy, and will continue into the next. Okay, had it for a few days though. It looked like it was solid till I noticed that I had to burn an image of the game. oh, oh, that sucks. That was the most insane thing in the monitor because it's only been out for like 6 months. Wow, that's terrible. And this was on which monitor? Was the LG that you faced it on? Oh, was it? Let's see. It was the dual monitor because I know LG has them. There's quite a few companies. You have MSI that has them. Gigabyte has them. But I can stand by. I can certainly say like so far Asus has been great. There's another one that's really good. It's Tandem OLED. That's also done by Asus. If you take a look at their monitors, it's really awesome. But speaking of which, I wanted to share this with you guys for everyone that is interested in looking at a new monitor and is like holding off to see what 2026 offers, and just to get a gist of it, for everyone to see. They're actually going to feature like a 6K 3D display, which is pretty awesome. You don't need glasses or anything to be able to experience the 3D. So it's almost like they're bringing that whole 3D back out once again. It's funny because I remember seeing TCL come out with something like this during, like, I think it was last year. It wasn't this year, it was last year that they had like a monitor where it was like where you don't have to wear the glasses on it. But to see this, it can even go up to 1040 hertz, which is pretty crazy. It seems that 240 hertz is now going to be more of the mainstream type of refresh rate to get. 240 hertz is honestly like really good as it is. Anything higher than that is definitely more competitive. If you are more of like a competitive gamer, that's what you want to aim for. And again, it's just like Waffle Skater mentions, there's certain monitors out there that do have dual modes. Like you might have like 240 hertz at 4K, and then it might be run at 540 hertz at 1440. So they do have those type of monitors out there for anyone that does want to switch modes when it comes to either like a more story based monitor, and then you can switch more into the competitive mode, which is pretty dope for anyone out there that is a bit more competitive in the whole gaming aspect. So they do offer this model. It's going to be the G90XH. So it's 6K 3D without, again, glasses free 3D, and it gives you uninterrupted gameplay without a headset, 6K resolution at 165 hertz. You can push it up to 330 up to a dual mode with 1 millisecond input lag. So it's barely going to have anything. Now, if anyone is shopping for a OLED monitor, most OLED monitors out there, I should say all of them, really don't have any type of input delay because of the type of technology that they use. So I'm thinking of getting Samsung's G8 OLED monitor at 27 inch. That would be nice. That would be pretty dope. This one specifically. So this is the one. Where is it at? The G8. Here it is. This is the G8. Looks something like this, guys. Brand new monitor that they are offering at CES. Make sure to join in on the stream. Remind me. And then when we check out Samsung, we can take a look at it. Leading the lineup, the industry first 6K gaming monitor delivers 165 hertz performance with dual mode that supports 330 and 3K. So that's pretty insane. And even they do have the G880HF, but it was the previous model. Oh, let me see. Did you say 3? I know, that's what I said too. I thought the same thing. Like, are we bringing back 2010? That's exactly what it made me think of. Like the first introduction of ultra wides was kind of like brought in 2010, back with the Acer Predator. And I thought that was pretty dope as it is when it came out. Ultra wides are definitely here to stay. 6K is wild. Most people aren't even game. I know. The problem is I don't even think that they're going to take advantage of the full 4K when it comes to those monitors. 6K, because even the RTX 5090 I feel like would even have issues about pushing to those limits. especially at the refresh rates that they are requesting for. So it's glare free, 300 nits, and it's true black 500 certification. It does have DisplayPort 2.1, up to 80 gigabits per second bandwidth. And it's NVIDIA G-Sync. Like, all that doesn't matter as long as if a monitor offers, like, say 240 hertz. Just know it is compatible with either AMD or NVIDIA. That's more of the marketing side of it. So when do I think RAM prices will stabilize? I was hoping to buy a PC in January. Unfortunately, I can tell you right now, it's not going to stabilize in January. And it's 100% not stabilized. I don't know why some people are saying it has already. It certainly has not. The past couple days, the volatility of it has gone up quite a bit and went up about $20 to $30 if you're trying to purchase a RAM kit. So, unfortunately, you won't see it stabilize until demand is met, meaning that you see AI get the fulfillments that they need for their orders, and the same when it comes to the consumer side. Unfortunately, the sentiment does not seem that way. SK Hynix is trying to fulfill it by creating another fab and extending their factories in order for them to be able to give more wafers for AI. Until then, we're not going to really see any type of change. More than likely, we're going to see a price increase when it comes to devices that require a bit more RAM. For example, we're going to see price increases on phones. We're going to see it on laptops. We're even going to see it on like handheld devices. Switch has said that their products is going to go up about 46% because they're unable to fulfill the needs for RAM. But yes, that's how it's looking so far, guys. For anyone that is wondering about stabilized pricing so far, unfortunately, it is not looking pretty. But I can say Merry Christmas to everybody out there. On the bright side, it will bring down the prices of PSUs, motherboards, everything else on that end. You thoughts on one GPU? I think more than likely the prices will go up in January. Right now, it's kind of like that. It's the phase out phase right now because we're at the end of the year. They're just trying to be a bit more. They're trying to give up what they can for the rest of the year. You're going to see GPU prices increase the next year, especially when they get less and less GPUs. Once the inventory gets more bought up in a lot of these stores, you're not going to see it as much. Like NVIDIA plans to cut production not on all the 50 series cards, but mostly it's going to be the 5070s and 5070 Ti's because they feel that they're going to need it more for the bigger cards like the 5080s and the 5090s. Unfortunately, so they're going to slow down the production quite a bit on the 5070s. AMD has already announced that they are going to price increase in January, but originally, again, it's all 8 gigabytes is going to be $10 per gigabyte, practically. So they already planned their price increase. Again, that's going to happen in January. So just what we need, an excuse for more expensive phones. It's really, I know that's what I'm saying. It's like you're not going to really upgrade that much if you end up trying to upgrade a phone in say 2026. A lot of people are better off with their phone that they have this year and whatever they had before because they're talking limits of like 4 gigabytes on a phone. So you're talking about software developers are going to be a bit more required to actually compress their software a bit better and actually make it a bit more optimized when it comes down to it. So that's how it's currently looking on that side. There's this one technology I really want to share with you guys too. This is it. This is really dope. LG's 240 hertz RGB stripe OLED panel, and that meaning that it's going to look really sharp.
Eric Burden subscribed to the channel.
Thank you for subscribing, Eric. So, will this CPU prices? Luckily, no. CPU prices, we will be good there. And Merry Christmas to you, a gaming boy. Just what I imagine that it will drive sales for the 90. Yes. Yeah, I know. That's what I said. Yeah, $10, right? $10, right? I can't. No way. If I can make 200 quid a week from selling PCs, I can. Yes. Hopefully you might be able to. You might actually end up flipping like crazy. PS5 is already currently cheap compared to current alternatives. And the crazy part is it's actually the first time you're going to see an influx of pricing. You're going to see it actually go up instead of going down. Typically, when you go through a console cycle, naturally, after several years, like for example, PS4, when they come out with the PS4 Slim, it goes down in price pretty decent. It goes off like $100 or $150 off. But this is probably going to be the first time you're going to see that influx of price actually go up instead of actually going down. On older hardware, you're talking about hardware that's equal to a 6800 XT. So that's pretty old. You're talking about 5-year-old hardware. So that's what makes it not so good. That's awesome, Squeeze. Yeah, I mean, it's great that you're capitalizing on it at least, because it's not easy for a lot of people out there to really cash in on their PCs. Now this OLED monitor, this is what I want to share with you. So it has a RGB strip. So you instead it goes through just like this, the way it goes, almost like the CRT technology on older devices. So what this will do is actually make it it's going to make it look very good when it comes to even not just your modern day games, but even your older games. So it would give it almost like that CRT look, but even better, much more clear. And it would deliver optimal performance, first person shooters, yes, because of the rapid change in pixel density and the high color accuracy. So up to 160, up to a high pixel rate of 160 pixels, which is crazy. And existing high-end OLED monitors have used the RGWB structure, and it is applied on various new technologies. The aperture ratio emits light, so it gives the RGB structure as a high refresh rate simultaneously. So again, when we check this out, it's going to look really amazing. It's going to look really sharp. I'm telling you, this is going to be one of those like monitors that nobody ends up expecting. So this is going to look pretty amazing when we check this out. So yeah, I mean, I just saying how it looks in my country. I already have the 9070 XT. Yeah, so I want to buy one for. Yeah, I know what you mean. I certainly know what you mean, Simon. Definitely for sure. But it's just pretty crazy. But I know what you mean about the whole PS5 situation. Xbox Series X, and again, it's just insane. Also, for anyone who hasn't updated their drivers, that has been quite interesting too. The whole 25H2 has been actually upgrading your NVMe's. Actually up to 85%. Let me see if it mentions it in this article, because it actually pushes up your SSD up to 85% usage, that you can take advantage of full on performance. So they're saying that since Windows 8.1, that it just really hasn't been optimizing any of the SSDs. So that's how long that they really haven't been utilizing our SSD. That's why I've always mentioned that if you have a fast SSD, it really doesn't matter as much, especially when it comes to the whole gaming side. But now it seems that we are getting a bit closer to the point where we can actually start utilizing our SSDs like how they were meant to be utilized. Actually take advantage of the full out speeds. So OLED sounds great, but it's a bit out of my budget. I went for a 27-inch 1440p 144 hertz IPS last week, coming from 27 inches 1080p 75 hertz. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's pretty awesome. You actually ended up picking it up for that price. Well, PS5 Slim 820 is like 35% cheaper than the Xbox Series X. Is it normal, or is it just in my That's pretty normal. For some reason, Microsoft was actually one of the ones that opted to increase the pricing when it comes for their console, believe it or not. So they wanted to push up the price. Rainbow loves coffee. So, all right. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for joining in. As always, Mr. Rainbow. Certainly appreciate your time being in here. Merry Christmas to you. Hopefully you have a great Christmas coming up. Hopefully you get everything that you wish for, and hopefully your family as well. So again, everyone that is just coming in curious about the whole RAM situation, there is no type of stabilizing. It has not stagnated. I really personally wish it has. I really wish it did, because then we wouldn't have to spend so much more money on RAM that doesn't cost so much. And here's the proof. We could go to Micro Center right now and we could look up a kit. Um, yes, Xbox Game Pass has also went up in price. It was about 2 months ago. Merry Christmas, Com Blitz. It looks like this. This is how it looks like, guys. This is CL36, just to remind you guys. So it's not stagnated. That's complete BS. 100% BS. Okay, so you look up CL36 and you look up this common kit. It's now $416.99. Originally, this kit was only it was only 370, like around 370 or 380, just like 2 or 3 days ago. It's actually went up in price. So it's 100% false. Whoever said that the price is starting to stagnate. So again, it's going up. And I wouldn't suggest us hanging on and waiting for some sort of miraculous drop. It would be amazing if that was the case. But unfortunately, that's not it. Like, for example, this crucial kit right here, a CL36, $351. That's actually really high. $352. It's actually technically really high for the pricing for this kit. Technically, that should get you CL32 for that price, at least for today's standard. So this actually went up in price too. 25 in stock. Interesting. Maybe we can all get GeForce Now with 99. Yes. And isn't it funny how NVIDIA is really pushing that now? NVIDIA is really pushing the whole GeForce, the GeForce Now, that everyone could get up to 100 hours per month. It's capped at that. Like, if you choose to go that route, you can only get 100 hours of gameplay. That's it. No more, no less. So you can easily hit that. Anyone can hit that real easily. That's just pathetic. 25 in stock. Interesting. How many other kits say 25 in stock, though? We were just saying, the funny thing is they price it this way for a reason. They price it this way because they want people not to purchase it. Sure, it sounds counterintuitive, but also they don't realize that they also create some sort of panic because of it, because it's going to make people purchase at this price. They're hoping to hold what supply that they do have. If they hold the supply long enough, that the price would certainly drop. But again, it's never going to hold, because there's always going to be a demand for someone that is in need of replacing or even building a PC. Upgrading would be like the last necessary step for most PC builders out there. So it's mostly those who are in need of either replacing the RAM, which comes first, more than the PC building even. So yeah, I don't know what people are talking about. The prices are definitely, yes, it's 100% not getting cheaper. So can someone explain the GeForce? Oh yeah, sure, dude. Okay, so GeForce, to explain the whole GeForce Now, as long as if you have a PC, doesn't matter what your specifications are. You could have a GTX 1660, and you'd be perfectly fine with a AMD 3400. Just say, you could have a PC build like that. Say it's 5-6 year old PC. And all you have to do is log on to GeForce Now, which is kind of like Xbox Game Pass. You pay a monthly fee. I have no idea how much the monthly fee is. I never was interested in GeForce Now, but I think it's like $30 a month if I'm not mistaken. But you pay like $30 a month for this GeForce Now, and what you do is you are able to play games through GeForce Now. You use their GPUs that they have in their servers, which are currently, I believe, a RTX 4090 last I remember what they've upgraded. Because originally they were 3090s, then they changed them all out to 4090s. Probably 5090s going to be soon. But anyway, you use their 4090s to play any type of PC game that you want for $30 a month. But again, the whole 99-hour cap, which is kind of a side joke, because just recently, about 2 days ago, it was like 2 or 3 days ago, maybe a bit longer, they announced that everybody is only limited to 100 hours of usage for this cloud usage. So even if you paid $30 a month, you can only have 100 hours of gameplay of GeForce Now. So that is what is happening currently. Sure, I'll check it out. What did you send me? Let's see. So that is what's happening currently, guys, with the whole GeForce Now. I don't recommend it for everyone out there. Let's see. Let's see. Where'd you send it? I don't see a squeeze. Let me see. Where did you send it in the general side, is it? Oh, okay, there you go. Okay, so this is what Squeeze sent through Discord, guys. Oh, there you go. And that's the current kit that he has. So the ASUS B660, LGA 1700. I'll answer your question, Simon, right after this. Willie's Warehouse. Willie's Warehouse. 80%. Sounds super sketchy, bro. But I mean, it's cheap. Hopefully it works. That's kind of high though, right? For the 14700K. All right. Not too bad. Okay, so to answer your question, what do I think about mini LED monitors? I heard that they can look surprisingly close to old. They're decent, but they're not that. They're decent. I can say that's about it. They're certainly decent, but they're not the best. So if you are planning to get a mini LED monitor, they're great, but they're actually going to have something better, which is going to come out soon, which is going to be practically micro OLED. So it's practically the same concept, but except with OLED. So I would say, like, I would certainly look at that. More than likely, we're going to see more of that in CS 2026 coming up. Again, it's exciting. It's going to happen sooner than we know. Let me see. If I count the days now, we have about 11 days. We have 10 to 11 days before we end up going there. So again, like, if you guys are curious about anything specific, feel free to ask. What did I say? What happened? You got auto modded? Really? Oh, on where? On what happened? I sent something else on Twitch. Really? Huh? I'll check it out. I'll definitely check it out. I wonder what happened. M.2 price is too much for me. It's a lot for a lot of people. Unfortunately, it's just too insane right now. I'll definitely check it out, Waffle Skater. I'll see what it says, because I don't even know what's on the whole auto. I just put like bot responses, so maybe it was something to do with that. That's the only thing I could think of. I'll check it out too. Let me just switch it over here, and then I'll check it out for you, bro. Automod AI has gotten out of control. It's now the mods are taken over by AI, so they're starting to not like certain things that we're saying anymore. Let's see. I surrender. Oh, really? What is it you're saying? I'm curious. Send it through Discord. I'll look it up. Send it through Discord or on YouTube. I hope YouTube. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. I would love to see what you're saying. Let me see. I'm trying to find out right now. Moderation settings. Show all advanced settings. Some filtering. Let's see. I mean, I can be a Twitch mod. You want to be the Twitch mod? So, I mean, they got tandem. Yes, tandem OLED's amazing. Oh, it got delayed. I thought they released it. I was pretty sure that they ended up releasing the tandem OLED ASUS monitor, because I know that had been released. It was supposed to release, I think, January, if I'm not mistaken, or December. Morning from. Well, good morning, Havy. Merry Christmas out to Singapore out there. Let me see. I'm really curious. I'm looking at the settings right now. Likely messages only. It's on smart decision. Let's see. Likely messages only. So I'm checking the settings right now. Huh. I don't have any. Let me see. Let me go back. I'm checking it now, guys. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Let's see. I'm gonna check Discord right now because I'm double checking to see what it says. Donovan. Let's see. The thing is losing me is the fact that cloud gaming you can get. Oh, is that what they're trying to get you on? Really? So I'm going to show it right now, Waffle Skater, so that way. Also, how many channels are there on Discord? I only see. Oh, really? That's all you see? There should be. There's a lot. There's a lot of channels. Twitch delay is worse than YouTube delay. Oh, really? Oh, that sucks. I thought it was going to end up being better. That's so weird. Merry Christmas and Merry Christmas to you, Frozen. Welcome in. So Waffle Skater. There is. Let me just show everybody on whoever's on Twitch or YouTube. If you do enter the Discord, it's gonna look like this. So if you go and join the Discord. Most importantly, if you are limited to see what you see, if you go on the top here, go to rules, click the rules thing up here, and then you're just gonna go down and hit the green check mark. Oh, bro, I know. I clicked that green check mark. Oh, really? That's so weird. I clicked that. Oh, so you did click it. It should be a lot more, but yeah, these are all the servers. There's quite a bit, but most of the time people are on general that are on here. So definitely check. Hopefully it fixes it. But what Squeeze was saying, let me see. I think you commented on battle stations. So what Waffle Skater wanted to say, for some reason it's blocking it. I have no idea why. I checked the words and everything. It has nothing like this on here. But the thing that is losing me is the fact that cloud gaming, you can get like 4080 Super. That's why they cap it. Even if your hardware is at 1660 Super, you state it. It's just mind-blowing to me. Yeah. Oh, mind-blowing is getting flagged. Really? I wonder why. I had to make a new Twitch account. My old one is an old phone. Now the rest is unlocked. Now apparently I didn't react to unlocked. Oh really? Oh, that's funny. Mind blowing. That's insane. Oh, now it's working. I wonder why. And, okay, I'll show you guys all the terms. And it's nothing crazy. Here's the terms right here. So I'm checking you gift sub, you free gift. It's all like bot terms that are in there mostly. I don't see anything with blowing, I think. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know why I think it's the auto mod that's really doing it. Now okay, auto mod pulled up then. I added the word after it got flagged. Oh, really? Awesome. I'm going to update to AM5, so confused on the motherboard. Looking for the Asus motherboard, and I play AAA games. Looking at the X870E. Hey, that's bro, Havy, that's an excellent choice. The e-gaming Asus motherboard is an awesome choice. Go for it. You're certainly going to love it. I'll show you. Actually, we can look it up here. E-gaming. Thank you for following.
26 is now following.
Thank you for following on Twitch. So I got to throw you on there. So might be assuming a specific. Yeah, that must be. It must be. Frozen. Let's see. Let's go here. This is the motherboard you're interested in. It's one of the best ones actually when it comes to value. They're actually kind of selling it for a bit more than it should be. Typically, this is like $479. It should be for about $479. But this is actually a really good motherboard to go with. It even has up to 10 gigabits on the Ethernet port that you can take advantage of. I heard something like Tandem 2.0 and RGB mini LED already, but I have know how much to wait. I don't want to buy an expensive monitor just to see a game changer. Yeah, unfortunately, you know how it is when it comes to tech. There's always going to be something groundbreaking in the next 2 days. So think of it like this: anytime you are enticed by new technology, just automatically assume that it's already that tech that you are currently purchasing is already 6 months old. Oh, you got RIP. Should I should I buy a RTX 5080 or RTX 5090? It depends on your usage, AV. Like, what are you looking to do on your GPU? Chris Mizo, where should I sell? To sell that, I would say if you're trying to sell it, go on Facebook or something. Facebook could do it. Or like some sort of market. You can actually sell it right on Discord. Because if anyone is looking for RAM, or you're looking to trade for a very fair price, just go on Discord and you guys can work with each other. That way we have a decent fair pricing. Yeah. No, just sell on. You can easily sell on Discord. I know there's users over in the UK that also would be willing to purchase something like that. Here it is, the Tandem OLED, and I thought this was technically released already, but this is going to be very decent. I mean, this is going to be really bright as it is. If you had the disposable, yeah. I'm in the UK. I don't think anyone would want to deal with shipping, but I'm happy to trade for a GPU. Hey, there you go. Build a good community. Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. That's exactly it, Ernesto. Apple prices don't. I know it doesn't, right? It almost seems like a bargain at this point. AOX. Uh, I mean, that's crazy. Tandem OLEDs and gaming monitors or something new, and they were trying to make a 2.0 version. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this just recently came out. This one came out, I think, in November, and here's the specs for it right here. It goes 1440. I mean, the color space is perfect as it is, and then again, the contrast ratio is great, 1.5 million. Let me see, flicker, HDR10, 540 hertz. Guys, 540 hertz. Can you imagine that refresh rate? The cheapest I could do is find 150 quid per stick of RAM. That's 300 quid worth of RAM, so I could trade for RTX 20 series. You could be like this guy here. I don't know if you guys saw this, but this was insane. There was a PC builder. He had 192 gigabytes of RAM. So the shop said, "I'll trade you for a 5070 Ti." And guess what he did? He ended up trading his 192 gigabytes of RAM for this 5070 Ti, and it's a PNY 5070 Ti at that. That's just insane. Like, that makes absolutely no sense. Like, you just got blatantly ripped off. That's a brand new 5070 Ti or 16 big. Look at the conversation, guys. Look at that conversation. It says that's a brand new 5070 Ti deal. Oh my gosh. Look at the value right here. That's so you can practically get like an RTX. Yeah, and now this happened not that long ago. This happened, I think, no, actually it happened like 2 weeks ago. This happened. Imagine how much it's worth now. So that's insane. So what do I think of the XG27AQ WMG? It's the one I'm waiting for. Yeah, it's got delayed until January. I think it's going to be a great monitor. In fact, it would be definitely worth giving it a shot. It's going to be an upgrade, especially for what you have now. And once you go to that monitor, you're not going to want to go anywhere else. The cheapest I can find is 150 quid per. I think I read that part. I almost repeated myself there, but isn't that insane? So you could have had a 5090 and he ends up trading 192 gigabytes and ends up getting ripped off. But, or you could always go on Temu, guys, and go for a DDR5. DDR5 RAM. There you go. You can get some A-Tech. And let's see. All right, I'm done blowing up your food chat. The food chat. That's... Oh, that is funny. Let's see. Viper. It's only $1,433 and it's almost sold out. 32 gigabytes. I like how they put almost sold out. It's probably only they probably only had one as pictured. How lucky am I just connecting my RGB fans and forget the male connector? That sucks. Oh, that sucks. Really? Did it end up shutting your fuse? Out of curiosity, Blade? Did your fuse actually shut off? I bet something had to ground out there. Now I got that 2-power workstation 32. Yeah, but do you think that's the one? Maybe not be quick and see what they do for the I mean, you can. It's not going to be I feel like greater strides doesn't happen at 2.0. More the greater strides actually happen like 3 or 4 generations after, for sure. But I mean, you can wait for it. It doesn't hurt to wait for it, just to give it a shot. If you can be patient and wait for the next upcoming monitor, you can do that. Nah, I shut the PSU off. At least you were quick enough to react. Merry Christmas, Perturbo. Let's see. Merry Christmas. Thanks. Now I got a new fear. Thanks. Yeah, that would be a nightmare. But at least your PC didn't end up melting anything. It could have ended up way worse. Just be happy that nothing melted. I'm just playing games and intro. Anybody? I got a great question. I'm going to throw out a poll for you guys out there. And I got to ask, has anyone taken advantage of this Steam sale? So, have you took advantage of the Steam sale? So, you just answer 1 or 2 once this pops up, guys. And here we go. And feel free to vote on the poll. Have you taken advantage of the Steam sale? Have you gotten some good games? You just put 1 or 2. You'll have the price spikes. Yes. No. I have no calming period. I can't believe people are saying we're in a calming period. It's actually gotten significantly worse in the last 2 days. I really wonder who's saying that, because I have not seen it. It really had gotten worse the last couple days. Like, I mean, I can easily show you. We could go to Micro Center and we look up some DDR5 CL36. Yes, it's gotten worse. So you take a look. Corsair's Vengeance, 32 gigabytes. This is CL36. Originally, they were selling this for even cheaper. It was 373, 380 about. It's actually gone up like about 30 bucks. Thanks for coming in, Simon. Merry Christmas to you. Squeeze. So Chris, when a moth flew into my Squeeze is wild. Do you see this, guys? Really? Nobody's taking advantage of the Steam sales? That's insane. Is it because you already have a library packed? You already feel like that meme? That you feel that you have already so many games already on your PC that it's hard to fulfill? A worse version of the 16 gigabyte stick of a RAM. Yes. Oh, really? They changed it out to a worse. So what is it, like CL40 now? I did a video on YouTube feed saying it was calming. I don't know who was... Really? Who the hell was saying that? They are insane. I don't know why they're saying that. Because now you're kind of effing people out of getting a better deal than they should have. they're gonna end up paying for a lot more for. Now, all those people that end up seeing that are gonna think that RAM is calming down. It's absolutely not. It's gone up like $20-$30 easy. Like even when I went to purchase this RAM that I got, the CL32, the Crucials, they it went up like $30 from the last purchase. I have CL20, but that's DDR4 now. It's crazy. CL22 for DDR4, I'm assuming. Looking for okay. What are you trying to do with your GPU, by the way? Just out of curiosity, Havy. If you're trying to do production work as well as gaming, that would be definitely a choice. The 5090 would be good. Nah, it used to be CL30 like a year ago, but now, yeah. No, I agree, Waffle Skater. In fact, in an earlier stream back in August, we did we actually purchased like a whole full PC build, and it was a CL. I think it was also CL30, and he got the whole kit. It was Intel 12700? No, Intel 14700K, and he also picked up a ASUS Tough Gaming motherboard and CL30 RAM for $400. Oh, NVIDIA H200. The one. Oh, good luck getting your hands on that. Getting the wafer for the H200. Only gaming, no production work, just auto tech. Oh, okay. If that's the case, honestly, 5080 would be good enough. 5080 would be good enough. Save yourself some money. Use the extra money to purchase some games. Havy, for real. I would say it's definitely better to just get some games, if that's the case. No problem. Waffle Skater says it used to be CL30 and $54. So yes. Yeah, definitely whip that out. It's pretty disgusting, these prices. Like, look at these ugly ass sticks. And they're $395 for these ugly ass gray sticks. It's a CL36 on top of it. So yes, the prices did not drop. Make your own GPU. You know, honestly, it kind of, you know what actually almost made me think of that, Squeeze? Like doing a whole of creating a GPU company was after listening to Jensen Huang's story. If you guys listen to that whole Joe Rogan and Jensen Huang when they talk to each other, I gotta say, it's quite inspiring. And I was thinking, man, why not just create a GPU company then? How about CL1? Oh, good luck. You might as well have an HBM, Squeeze, at that point. Go for HBM4. And the rumor is, like, for these new NVIDIA cards that they are working on, when it comes to the whole 6000 series, if it's going to be called that, I believe NVIDIA is going to end up changing up the whole name scheme. I don't think it's going to be RTX anymore. They're definitely going to go with something like AI. But anyway, the point is, they're, instead of using G7, like as what they use now, it's rumored that they might be actually going HBM. So if they put HBMs on these GPUs, you know how expensive it's going to be? It's going to be really crazy expensive. It's going to easily cost, like, if you want a high-end version, you're going to easily spend like $5,000 on it. It's going to get quite insane if that's the case. So, CL squeeze. So 32 gigabytes of CL36 at $350, not too bad. Crazy to say that's not too bad of a deal by Trident. They're actually decent RAM sticks you can get. And they have one in stock, so I guarantee you it will be gone. I know it's going to be gone. It's probably not even in stock. Sorry, Chris, having a 4K Aorus FI32U monitor. So RTX 5080 should be good. Okay, so if you have the FI32U, more than likely it's going to be good. Now, it depends, again, on the gaming that you are doing on it. Again, you play AAA games, like you said. Do you use things like frame generation? It certainly will be good enough for it in that case. If you're more competitive, I don't... most competitors, they're not going to use 4K to end up gaming on, like for competitive usage. they'll end up downscaling anyway. They'll go to like something like they'll go to 1440 before anything, just to get a better refresh rate. But to be honest, I think the RTX 5080 would certainly suffice in my opinion. But if you're getting a bit more serious, you want to get the most maximum best looking textures, shaders, then that 5090 would be worth it then. Because most people are not going to end up using the full 32 gigabytes that they give you when in a RTX 5090. So can we be honest here? I don't think all YouTube channels covering this, no offense, helping the price at all. Because I feel that the moment all of you post your videos, the prices are rising. It's like, boom, the next day, like feeling like retailers see the videos and go, well, they're expecting higher. Oh, okay. No, it's okay. No, it makes sense. I I get it. I get it. It's like you feel like it's part of like the whole marketing side. They know that people are going to talk about it. You might have something there too, but I don't think when people say the word stagnate, that also doesn't help either. I think when people say that the pricing is going to end up holding, I don't think that's a very positive input because then they're gonna end up raising the prices anyway. Um, for that case, all we can do is hope that what I'm personally hoping that we get out of this is that we are alert about it. We know what is going on with the whole situation when it comes to RAM, and that we're informing everybody about it before they end up paying so much for a RAM that it can go up way more tremendously in the next year. So hopefully we're being more informative than anything. But again, you can be possibly right about that too. Who knows? Maybe some of these companies are like, they're hoping for this. So Mike says, so here's the reality about the next year's DGPUs. It's all 80102 sitting in L40 training servers. That won't be parted out because that they have no training after sale. Used turning into 48 gigabytes 4090s. So it would make sense. The funny thing is, a lot of those will probably end up going to like the GeForce Now, like probably something like that. They'll end up finding some sort of use out of it. That's what I think. But I think that it's going to end up a lot of e-waste. If you ever look up like how much like AI usage gets up into the whole green energy side, it's insane. Like AI uses a tremendous amount of resources. So is RAM failure so to answer this first, so is RAM failure common? Like I've had my PC for 2.5 years. It has not really. RAM failure is like not really that common as you think. You'll have other hardware issues before RAM does. You more or so you probably run into a failure of a power supply before more than anything. But if you have decent components, honestly, you don't have nothing to worry about. RAM failure honestly isn't like too common, unless you have like some sort of Timu RAM inside. Then you probably are going to be fine. And usually it'll happen for those that overextend the usage of their RAM, like when it comes to it. So at your opinion, looking back on the GPU crisis during the crypto boom, wouldn't it be prudent just to say buy RAM if you had the money? At least build a PC with a goal in mind. I agree. I feel like during that whole situation when that 30 series issue did happen, it was pretty rough. A lot of people were struggling. They were willing to get 30 series way as the best way as possible. Unfortunately, this is like almost like a repeat of that, but this is a lot worse because now it's to the point where the wafers are way less when it comes to something like DRAM. It's not as frequent as TSMC's wafers. So I gotta say, like, if you're in need of building a PC, just get the RAM now because then you don't have to worry about it later. Same thing with the GPU. You get it now and you don't worry about it later. Because you will end up holding it down for like another 2 or 3 years before upgrading. And by then, that whole RAM situation will pass by. You won't even be affected by it. Those who will are the ones that are trying to hold out and trying to in hopes of the RAM for the price to drop, and then instead the price ends up increasing. So
Geronimo subscribe to the channel.
thank you for subscribing. So, well, just swap my PSU to the RM1000X. So, yeah, no, it's a great PSU. It's funny because, ironically, I just actually upgraded that very same PSU, the RM1000X, just because I wanted to. I had to upgrade it from the Threadripper from the 1200 watt one. That's what I've been doing like a lot of shorts on, in fact. Is a single stick of 8 gigabytes DDR4 3200? No. unless you're just going on the internet, practically. You're just frequently if you're barely doing anything. You're playing Minecraft and mods. To be honest, like, no. I'd say 32 gigabytes is definitely the minimum for everybody now. Even 16 gigabytes is good enough, I feel. Like, if you really are limited, 16 gigabytes at the most. I would be looking for broken PC. Exactly. That's the best way to look. I just jumped on. Oh, really? Tons of L40 servers sitting in secondary and inventory and not reselling. These things are going to be parted out for 1 and 2. If that's the case, what a waste. It's incredible, like, how much e-waste we end up having. That's insane. That's a lot of wasted. Ada Lovelace was actually pretty awesome. Like, considering like what it was capable of. Again, that's what GeForce Now is on currently. I don't think they're on Blackwell yet. But I wouldn't be surprised if they end up upgrading it now, like within the next year at least. And unfortunately, that's when we're going to see like a lot of these price upticks. I am nervous about the whole CS thing because I'm hoping that they give us something to look forward to. Maybe looking into a business that are moving away from the end of life PCs to Windows 10, even Linux. Like, people are getting away from Windows even because they're tired of this whole issue that they're having with the updates. Oh, yes. AI companies so much because we don't have PCs. That's true. It's gotten to the point where AI companies are upset because we're not willing to adapt to AI. Kind of like our LG TVs that were forced with Copilot on them. Or our PCs that we get we update to the next Microsoft update and we get the Copilot button that nobody ever touches, that we immediately unpin away from on Windows. So training servers do not have the typical NVIDIA. Yes, they are a waste. Unless somehow, yes, and that's the thing. Unfortunately, it never goes that way. It's all about how the money flows when it comes to servers. And it's just going to get worse too, especially when it comes to the whole AI servers. Everything is going to double in energy because of it. And here we go. Let's take a look up here. Let's see if we can find anything decent. Again, G-Skill flares are like the most you'll run into. Crucial Pros and the Tridents. Again, they have 4 in stock. This is the white kit, which is, again, $360. Those companies are playing us like chumps. They certainly are. They're beating everybody's ass right now when it comes to the pricing. I gotta say that. It's just ugly right now. I just love how they put this. Like how they say you're saving $900. Well, yeah, it's originally at $900, so you're saving $540 on some G-Skill RGBs, CL36. You know what? This is a good indicator here. I'll show you a good indicator. I don't think they have any in stock. That's why. And they don't. Nope, they do not. I was trying to look for a 64 gigabyte kit just to share with you guys, just to show you what it looks like, but they don't have it. One of my old coworkers' friends spent $1,500 on Walmart's pre-build with it. Oh, no. No, that's just terrible. Let me take that poll away, guys. That one's done with. Uh, One of my old coworkers' friends spent $1,500 on a Walmart pre-build with a 3050 like a year ago. It blew because our pre-built at my Walmart near me and him was like at 47 at the time. Granted, he oh geez, that talk about pre-builds that are a waste of money. It's funny. There's people out there like I know somebody that needs a PC and said they want to just go ahead and I was gonna like say like hey I can hook you up with a decent PC build, but they want to go ahead and end up purchasing like a pre-built PC like at a Best Buy or Amazon, which is even worse. I'm like I can give you a better much better build, and it's going to last much longer. But I think he's one of those BSers that's is saying that he's going to do it but never does because he's a console gamer and he wants to switch over to PC, but he's afraid to swap over because of I think he just doesn't want to pay the premium pricing for PCs. And it almost seems like the longer he's been waiting and waiting to do a PC or switching over to PC, that it's getting a bit more hectic and much more dramatic for him to go ahead and make that swap over. So, unfortunately, that is the case. But yes, that is the news, guys. Unfortunately, RAM is not stagnant. I would love to tell you guys it is, but unfortunately, it's not. But the good news is, hey, you guys can definitely get some GPUs for a great deal. They certainly have that. And if you do plan on getting a PC bundle, at least go with Micro Center's bundles here, the AMD bundles. Really awesome, I gotta say, for the most part. But so, FanBam guys, I thank you guys for so much for coming into this Christmas stream. It was definitely a lot of fun. I apologize for getting onto Twitch and the vertical lives very late. But if I end up going live, I will let you guys know. I will let you guys know the next time I do go live. Definitely will be on schedule for Saturday's live to let you guys know as well. Yeah, no problem. Merry Christmas to everybody. Make sure to enjoy it. Spend time with your family. And spend time to game if you can. And thank you guys so much for watching. Normally, yes, they are the 8 a.m. streams. If I do anything extra, guys, I will let you know. Pay attention to Discord. I'll update the story. I tried to let everybody know. I tried to update through Twitter. I tried to update through YouTube. If there will be an amazing one. Yeah, thank you guys again. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Waffle. Thank you, Frozen. Thank you, Paratubo. Thank you, Ernesto, as always. Thank you, Squeeze. He's probably messing with that raccoon right now. Waffle Skater, as always, you are been the top. Havy and Comblitz. Yes, Eastern time. Yeah, enjoy the holidays, enjoy Christmas. Hopefully you guys get what you want. Let's hope Santa listens and give us some cheaper pricing when it comes to RAM. Merry Christmas, guys.